Good evening, everybody. It is your boy, Self-Love Gangster, once again. I know it's been a second. When's the last time I posted something? I think the first. So it's been a week. And, boy, has it been a week indeed. Since I last talked to you, I think I was talking about the internet and how much it has been plaguing my life, in particular the last, I want to say, definitely 10 years at least, if not more, definitely more. I think I've been pretty severely addicted to the internet since maybe 2010, maybe a little bit before, a little after, but I didn't really start to notice how much of my time it was taking up until like the last 10 years. But that's not the point. The point is, it is urgent that I get help in my life with the things that let me slow down for a second here. I need to collect myself. It has been brought to my attention just from looking at my own patterns in my life and kind of getting feedback from other people, whether it's solicited or not. I've gotten the message. I'm just not really taking as much proactive action that I think I could be, that I very well could be taking. And the person, I think she'd be okay with me mentioning this probably, but the person I've mentioned to you before, Alana, which is a person who assisted me with getting the hotel room booked for me, and that was a huge fucking deal. And I know she knows it, and other people have heard about it, and really opened a lot up for me in my life. And anyway, more on that later, hopefully. But she and I were talking for a while, and hopefully, again, part of us not talking as much the last week or so has been on me, because I have just been completely consumed with my own sort of retreating into my own internet addiction and just scroll. Like, most of my day is occupied by just numbing myself out with like endless YouTube scrolling and reading the news and everything like that. And it's not good. It'll tear your fucking life apart. And that's what's been going on with me. And it's been hard to stay consistent with the YouTube channel, posting for all of you, whoever is watching. If there is anybody consistent, I know maybe there's like one or two, maybe three people that might be watching somewhat consistently. But even over them, like, I'm letting myself down. And anyway, I totally got off topic. The point was, I brought up Alana because she had told me something somewhat similar to a friend of mine. It was the way that she described it was far more. It was soul piercing. It was soul piercing, but in the best way. It was like in a compassionate way. And I've had another friend of mine basically say this. The gist of it was that, like, I'm stunted. That's the way I took it anyway. And I know it was meant in sort of like as a wake-up call. I'm 31 years old, and, when my friend told me this, I was either 30 or like around that age. Like, it was somewhat recent, within the last year or two. And the message that I got from Alana, the message I got from my friend was, I'm old enough to the point where, like, I should be making so much more life progress than I am making. I even see it in this channel. Just looking at the videos I've posted so far and the sorts of things that I've wanted to do. Even the fact that I've given up on my first attempt that I've documented of the self-love, the 365 days of self-love journey. I mean, the shit is devastating. And yes, I mean, I know why, at least on a surface degree, why I've decided to abandon that. Let me stay focused here. The point is, and I wanted to stay on this, I could be making way more progress than I have. And that's kind of, another part of it too. Like, that was the message I got from Alana, and one of the times where she was kind of, trying to shake me out of it, basically, with a sort of a wake-up call message, if I can even describe it that way. It definitely shook me to my core, in the best way, mind you, in a needed way. And it was also like, yeah, that was it. Like, I kind of unnecessarily, another thing she was saying, and this is, not a direct quote, I'm just kind of, this was the gist of what she was saying with this too, was that I kind of revel in my own self-hate and, like, being in pain and feeling sorry for myself and just feeling like shit, and I kind of stew in that. And I get so, I like marinate in it, I think there's a better word for this. I fester in it. I like let it fester throughout my being, that this message that, I hate myself, and, like, I love to just poison myself and, like, kind of stew in self-pity and feeling bad and feeling really negative and talking very badly about myself and a lot of self-defeating shit. And it's all voluntary, in the stunting, keeping myself stunted or limited in my life, and in terms of progress that I've been making. Like, this is the biggest theme that's been coming up for me lately, and something that needs urgently to be addressed, because nobody else is coming to save me, and nobody else is coming to save you either, if you are in any sort of rock in a hard place kind of position that I find myself in right now. Nobody will get you out of, if you have severe internet addiction too. I know a lot of us probably are in such a position. And I know it's really tough, and believe me, I know it's really tough. I know it feels like an inescapable place to be, especially in a time where people are really struggling to spend a lot of consistent time with each other in person, unless you already have a good family established, or you're in a position where you can just, given your environment, your local and immediate environment, you're able to see your friends or family often enough to where it's an everyday occurrence and for many, many hours at a time. A lot of us aren't there and find it very difficult to have regular human-to-human contact, like good human-to-human contact with people that we're really meant to be with. So, what am I trying to say? I'm saying your boy has decided to do something. Given what I've just shared about with, the fact that my friend Alana and a couple other friends of mine have told me, like, look, man, you're like one of those people, one of the few people I've seen that I know that just isn't making moves like they could be. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, why aren't you doing it? My life is rich with influence from just like irreplaceable souls. People that are very hard to find and befriend, and are really good to me, and are really helpful for me, and have made it clear that they want to be with me and see me whenever they can. And there are all sorts. I mean, there are 8 billion people on the fucking planet. Like, there's really no excuse to not get out there at this point. And I built up enough of my social skills that there's no reason I couldn't talk my way or take action steps to get into a position where I am surrounded with more like-minded people that I really deserve to be with, that I should be with, that will help my life grow, and to help get me out of this position where I don't know if I'm going to need surgery or not. And it doesn't have to be that way, probably. It doesn't have to be that way. But it's like every day that passes by and I don't do something radical, like radically different, I'm not going to get out of this. I'm not going to get out of this looping pattern where I'm just stuck in a victimized place. And I have found that the thing that always pulls me out of it and shakes up my physiology enough to where I can feel hopeful again, I can recognize as the resources I already have, and the wisdom I already have, and the abilities I already have to pick myself back up. I find a almost surefire way every time to get back to that place is with other human beings. So I realize, like, I can't do this alone. I can't do this alone any longer. Like, if I am to commit to a self-love journey of 365 days and to actually find success in it this time, it's going to require that I do this alongside other people, that I'm constantly surrounded with others, that I live with other people, most likely, and every day I'm spending more time with people than I am in front of the goddamn computer, because that is my death trap. Like, me wasting away alone is a guarantee so long as I don't do something radically fucking different. So that all being said, in order to move past this very brutally painful fucking chapter in my life, I've decided, I'm finding it difficult to do all of this by myself, and I shouldn't be doing it all by myself. Why don't I reach out and get some help and do it in a way where I can guarantee that I'm getting the right help? And what that's going to look like for me is to pay for it. Like, whenever I can't get it with my friends, whenever it's too difficult or nuanced of an idea or practice to engage in for them, or therapeutic session, then I can pay for it. Teal Swan offers the completion process, and she offers practitioners certified practitioners who have earned their weight in salt in regards to knowing how the fuck to maneuver such a process, which I struggle very deeply to tackle myself. So fucking intimidating to me. So I realize, look, I built up enough of a routine where I'm working almost every day for at least 4 or 5 hours at a time doing Uber Eats. There is no excuse that I couldn't take that little several hours window and just move it into a job that pays better. What I'm trying to say is your boy has applied to a new job. And that, to me, feels like the most natural window to go through in order to get to level up in my life. Because if I just need some help, I know about all these concepts. I can seek out these resources. It's just a matter of I need some help. I need a little help from my friends, basically. And so I can pay for it. Like the real thorough shit, the stuff that, Teal talks about. I've already gone on a journey where I've gone to somewhere, I won't say, but I've taken ayahuasca, which is a plant medicine, and that was easily one of the most profoundly healing processes of my life. So why not just, I can spend way less money and still get some very thorough integration done within myself through the help of others by being able to afford consistently a completion process practitioner. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how much time I have left on this thing. Is it even recording? Oh yeah. We got a few more minutes before we'll run out. So I know I'm kind of ending this abruptly because this is going to be a long video, but your boy's getting a job. I'm going to get help addressing the internet addiction, and making it through that. God is my witness, I will make it through this shit. I've spent way too much of my life behind that screen, and I am just so fucking done with it. Your boy is fucking done with it. No more if I can help it. I'm gonna get some help, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to have enough of the resources this time, whether it's money, whether it's connections, whatever it is, to get myself the help that I really need and to get it fast. Because if I don't make these moves fast enough, well, we'll see. I hope I won't need a surgery down there, because so much of the flesh has been eaten away from this infection. So I'll do whatever it takes from where I am. Do everything within my power to try and see this self-love process successfully to the end whenever I decide to pick it back up. That's my promise to you. That is my promise to myself. For now, your boy is signing out. Self-love, bitches. Bye-bye.